Have you ever pondered the shared lineage of Jews and Muslims, and how it all traces back to one man, Abraham? This common ancestor, revered in both Islam and Judaism, is considered the progenitor of two distinct yet intertwined faiths. The tale begins in biblical times with Abraham, a man of profound faith and obedience to God. As the story goes, his two sons, Ishmael and Isaac, took separate paths, each becoming the forefather of a great lineage. Isaac is believed to be the ancestor of the Israelites, who would later become known as Jews. Meanwhile, Ishmael is considered the progenitor of the Ishmaelite Arabs, whose descendants would eventually embrace Islam. Both lines, according to the scriptures, were promised blessings. The Israelites were to become a great nation, and the Ishmaelites were to multiply exceedingly. Yet, inherent in these blessings was a prophecy that the descendants of Ishmael would be like wild donkeys, fierce, untamed, and independent, always at odds with their brethren. This prophecy, as it were, set the stage for centuries of conflict and contention. Despite their separate paths, both sons of Abraham held a profound reverence for their father's faith. This reverence was passed down through generations, shaping the religious landscapes of Judaism and Islam. Both faiths to this day recognize Abraham as a patriarch, honoring his commitment to monotheism and his rejection of idolatry. But the story doesn't end there. This shared ancestry, deeply rooted in the past, continues to influence the present and undoubtedly will shape the future. The destinies of Jews and Muslims remain intertwined, their histories and futures inseparable from the biblical times of Abraham. Thus, from the biblical times of Abraham, an intertwined destiny was set in motion for these two great religions. As we move forward in time, the city of Jerusalem emerges as a focal point for both religions. The sacred ground of this historic city holds a unique significance, particularly the Temple Mount, a site revered by both Jews and Muslims. Let's travel back in time, about 3,000 years ago. The first temple, known as Solomon's Temple, was constructed. King Solomon, son of David, built this magnificent structure as a dwelling place for the Ark of the Covenant. This temple stood as a beacon of Jewish faith and identity, a place for worship and a symbol of their divine connection. However, the first temple's existence was not eternal. It met its end at the hands of the Babylonians around the 6th century BCE. This event, known as the Babylonian exile, is a critical point in Jewish history, marking a period of great suffering and loss. But as the saying goes, out of the ashes, the phoenix rises. Following the Babylonian exile, the second temple was built. This temple stood even grander than the first, symbolizing a triumphant return and resilience of the Jewish people. It was a beacon of hope, a testament to their enduring faith. Yet history repeated itself. This second temple too was destroyed, this time by the Romans in the 1st century CE. This marked another period of Jewish diaspora, scattering the Jewish people once more. These temples, now long gone, have left an indelible mark on the history and faith of the Jewish people. They represent their deep-rooted connection to the land of Jerusalem, a bond that has been challenged but never broken. It's this history, this legacy, that continues to fuel the conflict surrounding the Temple Mount. It's a story of faith, resilience, and the undying hope of one day rebuilding the temple once again. Now let us turn our attention to a significant event in Islamic history, the Prophet Muhammad's dream journey to Jerusalem. This nocturnal voyage, known as Isra and Miraj, is deeply embedded in the Islamic tradition, forever linking Islam with Jerusalem. In the 7th century, it is believed that the Prophet Muhammad was carried from Mecca to Jerusalem in a dream on a miraculous steed called Burak. This journey, called the Isra, is considered a pivotal moment in Islamic history. Upon his arrival in Jerusalem, the Prophet Muhammad is said to have tethered Burak to the western wall and ascended to the heavens from the rock that is now enshrined within the dome of the rock. This ascension, known as the Miraj, is where he is believed to have been in the company of past prophets, and received instructions about the 5 daily prayers, a fundamental practice in Islam. This dream journey is of great significance as it established Jerusalem as a holy city in Islam, alongside Mecca and Medina. The Prophet Muhammad's spiritual journey to Jerusalem symbolizes the unity of the 3 monotheistic faiths, Judaism, Christianity, and Islam, all of which regard Jerusalem as a sacred city. The Al-Aqsa Mosque, which stands on the Temple Mount today, is believed to be the place where the Prophet Muhammad led other prophets in prayer during his night journey. This makes it the third holiest site in Islam. This journey of the Prophet Muhammad is not just a tale of spiritual ascension, but also a testament to Islam's deep-rooted connection with Jerusalem. It serves as a reminder of the shared heritage and intertwined destinies of the Jews and Muslims, both descendants of the Prophet Abraham. This dream journey further intertwines the destinies of Jews and Muslims with the city of Jerusalem. The story of the Prophet Muhammad's dream journey to Jerusalem is a testament to the spiritual significance of the city for Muslims worldwide. It highlights the shared heritage and deep connections between the three major monotheistic religions: Judaism, Christianity, and Islam. In the heart of Jerusalem, a golden dome rises, a monument of Islamic faith and a symbol of shared religious heritage. The Dome of the Rock, a sacred Islamic shrine, was erected in the late 7th century. Its significance in Islam is profound, as it's believed to mark the spot from where Prophet Muhammad ascended to heaven, accompanied by the angel Gabriel, on his night journey. This event is narrated in the 17th chapter of the Quran, Al-Isra, and holds immense spiritual importance for Muslims worldwide. As we delve deeper, the site upon which the Dome of the Rock stands is not just of Islamic significance. It's also known as the Temple Mount, a place deeply rooted in Jewish history and religion. Here, according to biblical accounts, stood the first and second temples of Jerusalem. These were not mere buildings, but the very heart of Jewish religious life and symbols of their covenant with God. The first temple, built by King Solomon, was destroyed by the Babylonians. The second temple, reconstructed after the Jews returned from exile, was raised by the Romans in the 1st century. For centuries, the Temple Mount remained a place of Jewish yearning, a symbol of their historic and future hope to rebuild the third temple there. The placement of the Dome of the Rock on this historically significant Jewish site adds another layer of complexity to the already intricate relationship between Jews and Muslims. It's a tangible reminder of their shared lineage from Abraham and their intertwined histories. But it also underscores the deep-seated conflicts and disagreements that have persisted for centuries. These conflicts arise from differing interpretations of religious texts, historical narratives, and prophetic traditions based on the worship of two different gods. For Jews, the Temple Mount represents their biblical past and future, while for Muslims, the Dome of the Rock symbolizes the Prophet Muhammad's ascension and the divine affirmation of Islam. These deeply ingrained beliefs fuel the ongoing dispute over the control and future of this sacred site. The Dome of the Rock stands as a testament to the deep-seated tensions that exist between Jews and Muslims. Looking to the future, one question looms large: what will become of the Temple Mount? As we delve deeper into this conundrum, we find ourselves amidst a sea of beliefs, hopes, and fears. The Temple Mount holds a pivotal place in Jewish eschatology. Many Jews, based on the Bible, believe that a third temple will eventually rise on the Temple Mount, replacing the Dome of the Rock and the Al-Aqsa Mosque that currently occupy the site. This belief is rooted in ancient prophecies which speak of a time when a third temple will stand in Jerusalem, ushering in an era of peace and divine presence. Yet this aspiration is not without controversy. The Temple Mount, known as Haram al-Sharif to Muslims, is also a sacred site in Islam. It's not just the place where the Prophet Muhammad is said to have ascended to heaven, but also a site of two of Islam's most revered structures. The prospect of a third Jewish temple on this site is, therefore, a source of great tension and conflict. The belief in the future construction of a third temple is not merely a religious aspiration, it's a belief that carries political implications, stirring the already tumultuous waters of the Middle East. Yet it's also a testament to the enduring power of faith, of an unyielding belief in a divine plan that transcends our earthly struggles. It's essential to remember that the Temple Mount is more than just a piece of land. It's a symbol, a testament to the shared ancestry of Jews and Muslims, a constant reminder of their intertwined destinies. It's a place where the past and the future collide, where ancient prophecies meet modern realities. The challenges that come with the Temple Mount are not easy to navigate. They touch upon deeply held beliefs, historical grievances, and geopolitical complexities. As we stand on the precipice of the future, the shared ancestry and intertwined destinies of Jews and Muslims continue to shape the landscape of this ancient land. In the end, the future of the Temple Mount, like the future of its custodians, will be confirmed in the times to come.